Wah! Ah, wah, wah. Oh, oof. Okay. Just gonna pop. There we go. Pop that back on. Make sure that's all tight. There we go. So, it's a craft stream today. First one of the. Well, in this case, here, let's go back to chatting. So, it's the craft stream today. In this case, I'll most likely be. Oh yeah, grab my stuff. I have my Sprezza today. Hello, hi. So, in this case, today is the craft stream. Also, 1 year being on HRT, which is very nice. Very fun timing on all of this. Very, very fun timing. Yeah, in this case, it's been a fun year. Finally, I've been doing better ever since. 2025 was kinda shit, and then, you know, after 2025, well, 2026 has been a really good year so far. 5 months in, and I'm feeling good. And you know, honestly, we could just open this up. Let's honestly make sure this is all in focus. Make sure it's... There we go. You can see all the little speckledness of my desk. Ain't this fun? I should have painted my nails for today's stream. I feel like that would have been more interesting. Some of this stuff out of the way. Some random crap around here. I love it how on all things you can see my nail polishes. Gonna just flatter me there, aren't you? Alright. My ear has definitely gotten a lot better after meeting you as well. Oop, don't click that, don't click that. There we go. Next time, I'm here to flatter. Next time, and I'm here to flatter. Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so, what do we got on the agenda today? Well, today what we got is a couple things. I could paint my nails, but honestly, there's not much reason to do that. Plus, I might just paint one nail just for funny. Actually, here, let me readjust my mic back to its normal position. There we go. Now I'm actually in the correct position. So, we got this little thing. This is a espresso box. In this case, this is not actually a espresso box. This is my crafts box, filled with a lot of little, those need to be taken out, filled with a lot of little trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. And in this case, beads, mostly beads. So we got a lot of things that we can do here. So I should paint a single nail like this color, just for fun. So we got a lot of little, got all of these little like containers here that are usually meant to contain like, you know, in this case, what kind of tea is that? Yeah, so we have a like a strawberry rhubarb parfait, which has then a French word underneath it. So I think that's what the gold ones are. Organic serenity now. Demanding. Not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Santa's Secret. Oh, more parfait. Organic Japanese Sensho, which is always cool. Yeah, we got a lot of little cool things here. In this case, oh, and there goes a bunch of beads. This is one of the difficulties with a bead kit like this, is that beads will start flying. I should really get a better container method for some of these, because some of these things do like to go everywhere. Here, one of the things I'm going to do, get that out of the way. I could have my phone. I'm going to see if I could turn on Twitch on my phone so I can actually just see the live chat, so. Yeah, sure, update. I mean, I could always just turn my head slightly. It's not that much different from when I'm playing games and stuff. I'm just kind of looking off to the side every so often to see what the amazing people who actually decide to put up with my shenanigans and nonsense want to say and stuff like that. Oh my word, a bunch of beads started falling out. Oh, that's not great. You might occasionally see my face just like occasionally pop in here, like occasionally lean really far in, but in this case, it's not like a lot of people haven't seen what I look like. It's not like I post photos of myself regularly into some servers, into some community servers. It's not unusual. Sure, this might help a little. Let me adjust this. Then, actually, Mike, don't do that, please. Actually, I think this works. Here, if I just adjust this a little up. Here, let me just adjust my camera. So glad the room is so dark that you cannot see a thing, because there's also all the blinding light. So it's hard to see the random crap that is strewn about my room. Because my room is a disaster. Oh yes, I've seen your face. I know your secrets. You've seen a lot more than my face. Oh, you've seen a lot more than my face, and I can... Yeah, that's an understatement, honestly, to be fair. This is not product placement, by the way. This is not product placement at all. My brother bought it once, because he figured, why not? And then he just gave me the box. Well, no, he gave my mom the box, and then I got the box afterwards. So there's that. That over. There we go. I need the leg room. There we go. There we go. A lot better. So, Honestly, just for the sake of it, why the hell not? First off, I'm gonna just bead these back in here. We're gonna keep this nice little music playing on in the background. I should probably put that Irby in the charger back. But you know what? No. Kind of need them. Also, I kind of want to start... I think I might change colors on my primary scheme. My stuff is dusty. Let's just do a little fun thing here. Start a craft stream here. That's during your live pictures. Very fun. Very adorable. So here. Adjust this way. You can see my little belt buckle here, as I am just wearing pants today. Here, let me... Just need to remember that it's something like around here. You always need to remember where your spots are and stuff like that. And in this case, I'll probably get better at it. Don't want that falling off. So... I am really wearing the wrong shirt for this today. But it's alright. In this case... I'm just gonna go with the pointer finger. Here. Paint my non-dominant hand with a... Paint with my non-dominant hand. That's definitely the method right that we go with here. So let me just... Actually, it's probably easier to do it like this. I would never say that I'm good at this, but I will say that I do enjoy this. Now, once I get that, a little paper towel. This is the little trick I use, which is a method I got from the... Here, actually, we're going to keep the zoomed out just so it's easier to see stuff. Little trick I learned. I do need the, we're gonna keep you up there for a second. We'll get back to you in a second. There we go. So basically, we just get a little bit of acetone. We want to make sure we hit the cuticle and get that all cleaned up. Then we get the little bit there on the end. And this is just kind of a little stuff I've learned over the course of painting miniatures mainly. But like, I've also learned this based on like, you know, just learning how to paint my own nails and all that. So let's just... Kind of a little crappy little paint in this case. Like, you never need to paint nails to, like, you never need to make them perfect. You know, it's all about the fun that you're having. No one is good at painting their own nails. You have not met my friend Maven. Her nails are fucking immaculate. And she knows how to paint really nice nails. I should know. She painted mine when I was visiting her. She'll probably end up showing up in chat as well today. I don't know, I'll have to ask. I'll have to see. Maybe one day. Yeah, just a little rough paint in there. Take that, and into the garbage you go. Alright, there you go. So, keep that to the side, make sure that the acetone is cleaned off, and this is going to take a second to dry. So, fun on that area then. Alright, so we're gonna take this, put that down there. Okay, earrings. Let's see. I don't have many in terms of variety of hoops. Right now I have mainly these sort of like golden colored ones. And while they're quite nice, they're a little finicky. Also, I mean, not for everyone. Where are my pliers? So, pliers. Then we get some snips for petals. Then, that's an important thing, pliers. You need some good pliers and stuff for something like this. So, since when have I had that? Strange. Actually, that reminds me. Where did you go? It's on my desk somewhere. I have a lot of random little like knickknacks, baubles, and all that. And it's just stacked up, piled on top of each other. Sometimes you'll find it, sometimes you won't. I'm actually trying to be very careful not to hit my mic, because I do not want y'all to be inundated with a very, very awful sound that is a mic hit. Those, they're not pleasant. They're not pleasant ever to hear. Trying also very hard not to mess up my nail. My one singular nail. Of which I will have to probably clean off in about tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. There we go. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So, maybe like these little latches and all that. So, that out. Angle a little. There. So, I'm just gonna take these. So, I should probably be using these more correctly, which is a problem I have with them. Is like, why is this one a container? This can go in there. Because some of these are, some of these are very small. Ooh, oh no. Well, can't do much about that. I mainly wanted to get a lot of the beads I have and then move some of the beads over. So, little bits of wood in there. And it is just the one nail, but yeah, I feel that. There. So, doing a little bit of organization first while I kind of muse at myself of like, oh, what kind of thing do I want to build? Ostensibly. Oh. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, it exploded. So, I will be changing the music at some point. I think in this case I should probably have like a dedicated playlist. Which I technically do have a dedicated playlist. Actually, here. I have it on the slider over here. I can easily enough just change it out. Okay, try not to hit that. We are going to... We'll go to Arcane. Play over to Arcane for right now. Oh, that's ominous. I'm also going to make sure that's quieter. You always want to make sure it's quieter. This is an easier way of doing it. You take it and you pull the little wire. I should have done that earlier. So, in this case... Okay. Let's get that. I think I'm still... Oh, I haven't updated my stream. Oh no, edit stream info. Here, I still have the wrong stream info. I am like doing this. Wow. We are very good at this. Category crafts. Is there crafts? Oh, makers and crafting. There you go. Makers and crafting. There you go. Not doing this. Okay, so beads. There we go. There we go. I fixed my stream info. I was so busy trying to set up this table that I was like struggling to actually. I kind of forgot to do other things. Also, I kind of forgot to eat, so I was eating before this too. I was mostly updating my the information on stream and, you know, other things. That does not look great, but it's fine. So, latches and latches. I could honestly just put all these little latches into the same container because honestly it doesn't even matter. So here we go. So adjust this a little more. So, get that over there. That. That weighs a lot now. Oh, take that, put that over there. Yeah, let this be zoomed out a little. So, let's keep this like this. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make sure I remember these. Lock, lock, and lock. There we go. There we go. Got a little bead section here. We're going to take these ones, these metal ones here, and put that carefully into. This one on the end does not want to come off. Check your Discord. Oh, fuck. What did you do? Oh, no. What did you do? No, no, that's too much. That's too much. That's way too much. Oh god. Oh god, that's a lot. I would have only needed one of those. I only need one of those, really. That's too many to really... for one girl, okay? Come on, get off there. That is... how dare. It's not too much. I didn't go crazy. What the fuck do you mean you didn't go crazy? That's 3 boxes. That's 3 whole entire boxes. Oh my word. Then we... Hold on. Okay, fine. This is what we use this for. That should now come off. Perfect. Oh, come on, get off, get off, get off. Ah! There we go! Okay, box. Those are all there. Get these nice orange. It's so funny that I got this whole string of orange beads for a specific craft thing I wanted to do, and then I didn't actually use them for it because I found better orange beads. Let's see if this pulls correctly. It's stuck. No, one big container, one medium container, one stand for you to put safe workspace. I don't. The reason why I have a setup that I do, probably should have asked me first on that, but like, the reason why I have the setup as I do is purely because I don't have that large of a desk. Like, that's just purely it. And it's kind of hard to set up correctly when you don't have a lot of space to begin with. Because I actually have some really good organizers. I actually own some really good organizers. I just can't bring them with me because I legitimately just don't have desk space for a lot of stuff. Like this shelf here takes up a lot of space itself. Still, I would have appreciated it if you actually asked me first on that one, please. Maybe next time. Here, these are too big. Let's put these tiny little things in there. I'm not mad, by the way. I'm just a little stunned that you put a lot of money there. Or, in this case.
decided to, whew, that roll. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. A little shocking. I would have bonked you on the head with a little paper towel roll. If I was able to. Why is there a tiny bead on the end there? What the frick? But know that... Here, I'm gonna change that to something a little more... no, probably not that one. No, Traveler's Harp. But no, like, know that I'm not angry at all. Just stunned. It's a little much for this little girl head to handle. Yeah. Just put that back in there. Okay, so got these all organized. Honestly, if anything, I wish I had more of like this kind of thing where I could take them off. That's pretty cool. If anything, I'm gonna make sure these are in 2 sets. So, those, this little bracelet I can put away. So at the moment, I could make some very basic little earring. You know, let's just make like a very, kind of like a, not a crap earring, but like kind of a starter thing. Just, you know, see what we get. See what we have, see what we make, see what we can do. So in this case, we have these little pieces here. So I'm going to zoom in here. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I did just eat. So in this case, we have these nice little pins here. What we would do is essentially we would put beads onto it, ostensibly like, yeah, we'd be putting like a bead, we put it on, and then, you know, about that. In this case, am I getting an ad break? Yeah. It says that there's going to be an ad break actually in a second. Huh. How fun. That starts in 30 seconds. Alright. You know what, just to get this to skip correctly so it doesn't give me a weird one. Here, I'm going to run 1 min. I'm going to run that. And we'll be back. There we go. Just to get rid of some pre-rolls on that one. So, alright, let's... I should really have like a dedicated zone here. Like I should probably draw like some thin lines just to show where things are. Why are these bent? Strange. Right. So let's see what we're working with today. I don't have a lot of beads today, but oh, these are chain links. Okay, I don't need chain links. I don't see ads while subbed, but they'll be easier for. But it'll be easier for later. Yeah. No, I know that you don't see ads while subbed. It's the other people who don't see. It's the other people who aren't subbed. Because some people aren't. I don't. Like, in this case, I don't blame those who are not subbed. Yeah. In this case, let's do a little check here. Neat. So, to get like a basic little thing, just to, you know, warm up in this case, just so that we have at least an idea. I'm trying to think, what's a good coloring? I like these. These are very nice little beads. So, in this case, these nice little like black orbs that have like almost like a golden bit to it. Actually, let me double check that this is. Yeah, see, look at that. Also, look at my crappy little fingers, along with the fact that I have a crack on my finger right here. That's not calcium. That's an actual crack. That's actually just a broken finger. So, yeah. Could move you down a little just so that this is... There we go. So, in this case, I like these ones. Now, pinning that through. Let's see, if we were to... That is an actual crack, yeah, it is. So, It's very funny. I don't have, like, the steadiest hands in the world, but it's amazing how dexterous I am with them. I have very dexterous fingers, which I am very happy for. Also, I have been told that quite a few people that I have talked to are also very happy about. It's nice to have long fingers sometimes. Yeah. Is it now unfocused on this zone here? I mean, it's nice to have long fingers. Get a little exercise in there and all that. Always fun. Always fun. Yeah, so here, let me do some basic thing here. Let me put this little basic bead here, and we just get this here. So just a nice little start here, like that. Then, yeah, you have heard. You've been told explicitly by me that I have very long fingers, and also by Morgan, who learned that in a very fun way, that I have very long fingers. Actually, these might be better end pieces. Let's... Yeah. Morgan's case, she may have shoved several of my fingers into her mouth once, just because she could. And that was a shocking little moment for me. And was quite funny. There's the hole. There's the hole. I found the hole. Found the hole. So, let's see. If I put that, then that, another one, then we put this little thing on the end. Maybe not. What is this depth of field right here? Like if I move up a little, it blurs out really quickly. Here, I'm going to adjust that. Here. Let me adjust my own camera here. Okay, let's get this to a 16. And then they should both be in focus. There we go. Change my depth of field a little. So here, I think these large purple ones don't necessarily work on the end like that. Oh wow, my frame rate went up. That's hilarious. I mean, that makes sense. In this case, also because of how bright the zone is, I can also like turn up. Yeah, the auto adjustment is actually working quite well. So there we go. My f-stop was low, so I had to turn it up. So these beads here, honestly, you could literally just work with a bead like that. But this is where the experimentation comes in. You just want to figure out what works with these. In any case, could work with these ones here. We always like a good ball, don't we? Like a good, nice little good ball there. And we can have a little... Yeah, come on, get in there. Yeah, like we can have a nice little good ball right that. That's like a nice little, basic little look. That actually has like a very specific vibe to it. I don't know why it gives me Christmas ornament vibes, which is not necessarily what we're going for. But when you have limited options, you kind of go with what you want. Or kind of go with what you can. Here, I want to try something. Let's get some gears. I might try a gear setup. Ooh, some of these are really small, actually. Ooh, I could do something really fun with that. Also, some of these are supposed to be in the other gearbox. Oh, hello! How's it going? It's going really well. It's going a little scuffed, but in this case, I am doing a little craft stream. Welcome in. In this case, my name's B. I do two things. One, random video games on Wednesdays, and as of today, crafts on Saturdays. Now, it's a real good question of trying to figure out what I am trying to build this time. So if I'm correct, this... We always have these like little... We have a bunch of like these little gear pieces here. So, give an example of what I do, or what I'm doing. A little bit ago, it's very funny that I have like a pride and joy kind of like pair of earrings, but I can't show those ones off specifically because those ones are... Those are a gift. But I made these ones a little bit ago when I first got my beads. And honestly, I'm quite happy with these ones. I put them in a little box that I got from this Smash Hash. I think that's Smash Bush. Smash Bash? Smash Bash, I think it's called. These I got from another person. From a little convention I was at. In this case, they have a lot of little fluff inside of them. And honestly, it's quite nice. But yeah, no, I made a special pair of earrings. They're in here. Yeah, thank you. Right now, just trying to see if I have a way of beading a tiny little gear, the tiniest little gear here, into a earring. Because I have these little things here. Oh, yeah, you can already see those. I have those little things here. Now let's see if I can wire this in. Could try wiring in something like this, which, you know, so thank you. Could wire something like this in, be a little complicated. A lot of these other bead pieces I have over there are not really the greatest. I'm just realizing, I have this container of like these beautiful little like also like almost opalescent like beads, and then I look and I'm like, huh. Our little sheep that I definitely didn't steal from my girlfriend. Aww. That's cute. Yeah, like I'm looking and I was like, huh, I guess I have a lot of orange beads. Strange. But yeah, no, I need to... I think what I want to start learning is how to do like almost a wirecraft kind of look. Of like, how do you like shape something into a preferred, in this case, a preferred shape. Oh. Thanks for the follow there. I don't have, I have my follows on anonymous right now, just because it's like a little easier. They're a little simpler. Wonder, could you theoretically earring that? Because like having this like dangling off the edge like that is not really ideal. You want to have them almost dangling off of the ends like this. And that is a fun question of hooking. And actually, I could probably do that. If I just take this little bit here. Actually, I could probably just get an actual ring. Where are my little hoop rings? There's my little rings. Yeah. So I take that. We're going to get a tiny little ring out of this. Oh. Oh, these are magnetic. Neat. Oh, hello! Why am I getting people suddenly? Oh, alright. I guess people just... I'm not used to having random people show up. Welcome in. I'm just a little rat who likes to make earrings. Or likes to make earrings and review weird video games. In this case... Okay, let's do that. Let's try this out. Oh, there we go, get that. This... Oh, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you enjoy your stay. Got us in this little warren here in the back corner. I should probably start looking into getting... Honestly, I feel like after today, I should probably look into getting some, like... It's so... It's just shaped as a rat. Shishin. You have a bias here. You have a bias here, my sweet. But in this case, very basic looking. But honestly, I feel like I could probably... I wonder if I could bead earrings onto that. Like, bead a, little things on the end of that. Just stole it from my girlfriend, not gonna lie. Honestly, based as hell. I feel like that if I ever get to, like, a very big popularity level or something like that, I'll start selling the earrings that I make, because... Fun fact... I like your voice, so I follow you so I can listen while drawing. Aww. Oh, thank you. I've been told I have a very soothing voice. I've been told that I have a very nice calming one. But yeah, in this case, I think I should probably I think after the stream, probably tomorrow or something, I think I'll just go to the craft store and buy more beads. But yeah, I do more than just this. The plant I also have in this case. I also do. I paint miniatures as well. Here's my little Herbie. The little Herbie. She cries, for she is not in an urban environment. But like I have a partially made, she's not finished yet, Sister of Battle here. In this case, I've made this. I have a friend who painted the actual like banister piece. It's very, it's being very kind to me. Thank you. I put the orcs away, so I can't really show those off right now. But in this case, but I plan to do more. I plan to paint miniatures, and I also plan to do some sewing. Cute. And in the other color is not red. Yeah, it's not the usual red because this is actually a painted miniature for a friend who we both kind of forgot this model existed for about a couple of years, I think 2 years now. But the one thing that she or they requested is actually this nice little like nice blue coloring here. Yeah. But here, let me try something. I wonder if I can take these two. Take those two, and let's see if we can take some of this little wire here. Okay, this is very thin wiring. I wanted to. It was this one. Here. Oh yeah, you don't actually get that far. Oh, alright then. I paint Warhammer with our boyfriend, but I don't even know the lore. I am only painting slave. Oh, that's a vibe. That's a vibe. That's a vibe, to be honest. And you know what? As long as you're having fun, honestly, that's all that's really important. I am familiar with several people who paint Warhammer for who only paint Warhammer really for fun. Yeah. Oh wow, that is really thin. Okay, so we're gonna try something here. Wire that. We are going to try and do a little strange little maneuver here called. Don't fall! Don't fall! Don't fall! Ah! Oh no! Dropped a bead. Here. Let me also adjust this a little this way so it's a little more centered. Yeah. But yeah, I mostly stream so that I have a schedule. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I like doing this, is because I feel like I have sort of a not demand, but like a sort of a requirement, personal requirement, something like that, to you know, do stuff. Also, you can tell I paint miniatures because this surface is horribly covered, and the there we go. Yeah. Yeah, like what kind of Warhammer do you paint? Since you're, I mean, do you know which miniatures exactly you are painting when you do it? Okay, let's see if I can bead that. What? Let's tie that. My desk is also covered in paint from airbrushing. Oh, I wish I had my airbrush kit working. With the spring coming in, actually, over in the zone that I live in, zone in the area that I live in, it'll actually be a little easier to airbrush, but regrettably I will not be able to really do it outside until I have like a better setup. This weekend I was painting some game Fallout of the Brotherhood. Sorry for my English. You're fine. I can at least, as long as I can understand it, it should be all right. Yeah, I guess in this case the Brotherhood is steel then, if you were painting Fallout. Okay, let's... I paint racing helmets. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Like, do you paint like real racing helmets, or do you like just for like just full on ones for actually what kind of sport specifically, or is it just any of them? Very make craft. I think it's very funny to make crafts with someone. I mean, it's fun. It's very fun. It's kind of one of the reasons why I figured, yeah, it might be fun to stream this. Unless I might just cut that piece off there. Very dangly. But yeah, there. Let's loop that back through into you. Yeah, full-size racing helmets for powerboating, karting, touring carts, GTN. GTN, I've done it for Formula 4. Oh, really cool. Huh. That is so cool. Like, see, that's like what I mean by like I love crafts, because they are so varied in like what they do. Like you can just make so many things. Me, I just want to make clothes. I want to make clothes and earrings and accessories for myself mainly, because I'm kind of sick and tired of just how frustrating it is to like find good clothing. Got paid 7K for a helmet. Oh my word, that's amazing. Congrats, like good job. That's really good. I don't think this is gonna stay, but you know what, we're gonna test this out. Tiny little bead. Tiny little bead beaded in there very crappily with some wire. Just to see if that works. I'm gonna take this wire here and I'm gonna just take that and whoop. Okay. Now, I wonder if I were to put like a bead into each one of these little spokes here, that might look really interesting. That would look very interesting. Actually, I could probably vary it. Let's go with a purple and an orange. I only had to purchase the helmet, which costs like 5K, so after all the costs, I made only about 1.6. 1,600 is really good. That's really good. Oh my word, these are tiny. Should I use thicker wire? Yeah. Let's use something around that big. So let's try and get a standard measurement system here. So let's try and go for like a length of maybe like a finger. That might be a little short, but we'll try. We'll try that anyways. Almost used my snips there for the thing. I'll say I probably could put these over here just so that I'm not like, you know, making loud noises next to the mic. Okay. Let's see. We have about an... Oh, we still got about 8 minutes. So, I'm doing a lot of practice because I have some projects that I want to make for a couple friends. Uh, there's one good... I wouldn't say like good friend or even close friend, just someone who I know who I am friends with on some level. And in this case, I'll be visiting her at some point. And I really want to make her like a little trinket or something. She doesn't. I don't believe her ears are pierced, so I can't really make her a earring. But the most I've charged for one commission is 17K because it was 3 helmets. Hoi, hoi, hoi. It's some money you're going through there. Honestly, though, that's pretty good. Get paid to do what you love. That's the fun of your life. In my case, I have had like 2 general dreams, but one of them is either get paid for... Paige, hello. Welcome in, Paige. But yeah, like my 2 dreams are like, one, get paid for either clothing, which is a very distant dream. The other one would have been into game design and such because I am generally a programmer. Actually, an outdoors instructor helmets are just on the side. Oh, wow. Side gig. It's very good. That's a very good side gig. Honestly, side gigs, they're pretty fun. I've made jokes that this is like my side gig, but it's like this does not make... This isn't money. This isn't even a side gig. This is literally just what I do for fun. If I could make Twitch a side gig, that would be funny. How's it going? It's going well. It's going well. I'm just making some earrings. In this case, I am just beading a little gear here. If I can zoom, that's as far as that goes. So this little earring here, I'm going to be turning it into an earring. In this case, I'm going to be beading it just kind of around like little spokes here with various little beads. I also painted my nail for the stream, like on stream at the beginning. This is sort of like a warm-up just to see where I can go. Or not even a warm-up. This is literally just what I'm probably going to be doing for the stream. Doing this for the stream while I talk about like various little things I like to do. Like to hang out and chat. Yeah, in this case, it's always fun. Okay, let's go with a little bit less this time. Actually, no, we kind of need the length. I'm gonna have to buy another one of these at some point. I think it was being a nuisance to those around me. That is it. It's Paige. What is that? Oh, got a 3-stream streak. Oh, hello. Whoa. My side gig is being a nuisance to those around me, though. That's, I would not say that about yourself, honestly. If anything, you are, like, more of a delight to those around. I can definitely attest to you being an absolute delight. Let's double loop that there. My main gig is being disabled. It's rough sometime. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I don't really have a side gig. I mostly work in shipping and logistics in a nice little shop that my parents run. But that's not gonna last forever. I don't see it lasting forever. You can share your streaks. That's hilarious. In this case, my little plans are just very much a see where the wind takes me right now. I've gotten a lot of recommendations from people that it's just like, no, if you take clothing from the local thrift stores and stuff, and I'm only delightful to pretty girls. You are a flatterer. You are a flatterer of women. Here, let me take that with one, and then take this. So we're gonna just take this. We're gonna just tighten that. Oh, there we are. There we go. Nice. So yeah, I know that the next stream I definitely want to do. I'm either going to do a lot more beading, but in this case, I would really like to attempt a sewing project. I made a promise to a very dear friend of mine that I would make a sort of like little plushie to sort of be like, here you go, here's a plushie, not necessarily for her, but a plushie of her, or at least of what she represents. In this case, a bun, because we will honor the bun, who is very kind to us. Let's see if I can take that and I don't want to break that. That does actually go down pretty decently. Just need to... You are a nice friend. Yeah. Yeah. I try to be a nice friend. I am decent at it, from what I understand. I feel like if I say that I'm not a very nice friend, I'm going to have some of my close friends come into the chat and start yelling at me. We also got an ad in about got an ad break starting in approximately 40 seconds. Unfortunate. A little warning on that one there. A little heads up to those who aren't subscribed. Yeah. Can't really do much about the ads sometimes. There's only so much you can do. Unless I run a longer one and just keep the numbers down. My objective mainly is just to make sure pre-roll's off. Actually, hold on. Pre-roll is going to be off. Here. I'm going to run a little bit of a longer ad here. Just to make sure pre-rolls turn off. About 3 minutes. Continue a little bit of beading here. There we go. Pre-rolls off for about an hour now. My biggest, the thing I do not like the most is pre-roll ads. They are a scourge upon this land, and they should not exist. And they suck. Okay, we're gonna take this. Okay. We're going to pull you a little bit longer that way. This one then pulls in. Okay, get that straight. Get that straight. Yeah, I doubt that. Oh, come on. Actually, I think while the ad break is going, I'm going to take a sip of water here. Alright, we got a little squeak here. I also got a cream soda in the fridge, so probably open that at some point. We're going to do that. Then, let me just quickly check why am I being pinged. Apwa. Traveler's Harp is also very quiet. quiet. So, you know what? I'm gonna go back to Magister. Because I like Magister. Magister's a nice song. Magister's a nice one. That goes right. Yeah. And pull. Another one. This way. Oh, that's unfortunate. Come on. Come on, you little bead. Fit. And the ad should be... There you go. I think... Yep. Ads are off now. That's good. Shouldn't get another automatic ad break for about an hour now. Just to make sure that, you know, ads are sometimes not fun. I don't even make money off them, so it's like, yeah. Well, I make a whole 2 cents, I think. On the last stream, I was like, oh, hey, this is the first stream I have ads running. I'm gonna make so much money, I said jokingly. And then I looked, and it was a whole 7 cents off a 2.5 to a 3 hour stream. So, like, I was just like, yeah, no, these aren't worth it. I literally run the ads for 3 minutes just so that I can not have to deal with auto ads for an hour. At least according to Twitch. Because I don't want to be mean to people. You're here for a stream, not for ads. Let's move that over. Oh, come on. Come on, come on. Oh, come on. Sucks having very, like, not the steadiest hands in the world. Actually, I have surprisingly steady hands nowadays. Purely due to what I can only describe as sheer willpower and persistence and insistence that I should learn how to not have. I should, like, practice and all that nonsense to avoid having these, yeah. They're still shaky, but not as shaky as they used to be. Ugh. Yeah. I'm so glad I decided to start doing this as a sort of a stream idea, and it beaded to the wrong one. It beaded to the wrong spoke. In this case, it beaded to this little gap and not this gap, which means that I kind of messed it up. It's not that shaky. Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. It's like, it's not as shaky as it used to be. I used to be a lot shakier, which was not fun. I might just have to redo this one. Okay, that's fine. Sometimes you just have to know when to kind of be like, no, that doesn't work. Let's take the bead out. Take that wire. I don't think I'm going to be able to make 2 of these. That may be a little difficult. Get that. I love having fingers where I can just do that, like just press down on something and be like, aha, bead, or something like that. See, I could probably just work with this, because honestly, if you just take that, you just take a little thing there, loop, So just loop it like that. Every cheeky bead is a lesson. Yep. It is a lesson in how to not do that again. Oh my word, stay still, please. Here. Don't worry, I've been 2 hours trying to fix a drawing. A drawing because a hand is bad, I don't know how to fix. I fully understand that. Actually, a good recommendation I have. I mean, well, you're a drawer. You draw a lot. You probably wear something like these in this case. Like, you probably have tension gloves in this case. That would probably work well for you. I just realized I'm still wearing this. It's messing up my... Jeez. Yeah, there we go. Let me pull up my sleeves here. So, you probably wear tension gloves, right? If you don't, I'd honestly be shocked and kind of horrified. Kind of important to wear them when you do a lot of drawing and stuff like that. I need to put that back on. There. Actually, here, I'll leave this at 2. It's probably better to be a little looser. There we go. Hands are a mystery to me when it comes to drawing. Fair. I have half glove. That's good. Yeah, those are actually. Oh, if you have the actual drawer's glove, like the really nice half glove thing, like those are even better. Yeah, my case, I wear those because of carpal. I wear my gloves because of carpal sometimes, but I don't really get carpal from something like this because it's usually a lot of dexterous little things and it's not repetitive movements, which drawing can cause a lot of repetitive moves. So I mean, in this case, as a basic little warm up, like. Not awful, but could be better. You can see my hands like shaking just slightly. So, It's very funny that whenever I hit like the, hey, can you focus on this? The camera zooms in like I think it's 8 times. Like that's not an awful little test there. I could definitely do better. It's a good reason why I keep all my bead containers. Maybe a little one up it. Maybe a little one up it. Like I try to like one up this, or what do you mean? It's pretty cute. Thank you. Thank you. I try to make cute beads and all that. Little like clicking clacks. This is almost turning into ASMR. Yeah, like given volume in the center. Volume. Oh! Could put a small one in the center actually. Let's see. Could see if I could do something like that, where I put a tiny little gear in the center. That might be possible. Just have to figure out how. Let's see, is that possible? Actually, would a silver one look better? Silver, brass. I think the silver one would look better. No, the brass one. The copper, I mean. Copper would look better if I put a tiny little gear in the center of this gear here. Actually, I'm curious, if I put another gear right there, actually that might work. Hold on, that might be something. I've gotten an idea. A little idea from you. It's very funny that I'm like, I know how to like somewhat straighten like wires purely because of the fact that I've had to straighten actual like electrical wires before, so that I could what's it called? You know, do wiring, because I've had to do actual like I've had to do cording for what's it called? Brain remembers stuff, definitely. IT work and generally hooking up like camera networks and stuff, so I've gotten a little better at that. So I've learned how to hook up HDMI cables and all that, you know, get the wires working. If I can hook a little right here. It's this little thicker of a piece of wire here. Let's see if I can. That was my snips. Whoops. Let's move this back a little. Don't you dare break on me. Okay, there we go. Now we're just going to get that a little bit surprisingly clean. So if I were to let's put these a little to the side. Take that, pinch a little there, and then just pull. Come on. Come on, you can pull. I should really see if I can contact the Society for Creative Anachronism. Yeah. You paint Warhammer and I want to meet as really cool and stuff and glue this. If you do like here I want to make like oils. Ooh. Making an oil would be making like oil painting stuff or like that kind of stuff would be cool. It does sound like fun. It does sound like a nice little bit of fun. Okay, let's wire. Make sure that that is in between a spoke. Should there be a neat way of doing charms? It is a pretty good idea. It's like white glue, thicker and transparent, and give the tone you want. Huh. I've done blood effects before. It sucks that I can't really show off the blood effects I've done before when it comes to paints, because I kind of sold those ones to a friend. Actually, the same friend I was talking about when I said that I was making a little like plushy version of them. Because, you know, they bought my Warhammer off me. And regrettably, I had some really good blood effects on that one. On the Scorpec Destroyers. On those Necrons. I really liked the Scorpecs. They had some good effects on them. I wonder if I can just pull... Well, a few things I'm not really great at is just honestly getting this to hide. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Get that little wire there. Get that cleaned. Bun likes your art. Oh yeah. I got really confused for a second. I was like, you haven't talked to Bun before, I believe. But yeah, no, Bun's a lovely bean. Absolutely lovely bean. I've been trying to help her out with streaming more often. Yeah, the few times I actually stream on, like, say, a Thursday is when I'm streaming with Snow. Or Bun, as she sometimes is called. Little gear to, like, kind of dangle with it on the side there. Ready to, like, bugs. You can do, like, lines of blood going from their hands from the floor with glue. Yes! Oh, yes, that effect. Yes, I've done that effect. Well, I haven't done the effect fully yet, but I have actually seen that effect done before. It is so cool, and I made that wire too short. I've seen that. My brother actually has done that effect before with his with some like terrain I believe he built a long time ago. It's a really good effect. Like it's a really cool effect. Okay, one of these is a little longer than the other. So yeah. So you're gonna go like, come on, stay on. Dang little gear. Does not want to. There. So that. Like so. Come on, get on there. Come on. No. This gear does not want to be sewn. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. That is way shorter than it should be. Okay. So we are going to that. I'm actually looking into starting to possibly do some little painting max. I might look for silicone glue because I am also a poor people. I am also a poor people. This is the reason why I also am sometimes very annoyed by you, Wrath, when you buy me stuff. I'm just like, boy, what are you doing? You need to save your money right now. And I know that you will argue with me about that. I buy from a craft store at €3. Ah! Yes, the €3. I am a Canadian person. I buy it for a couple dollars. Okay, let's see. I am a poor rat. I have to try things that don't make me more poor. No, same. The reason why I was able to get all these beads and all that kind of stuff is purely because I had recently gotten very lucky and had basically come into a bit more money than usual via a fun little accounting error from, well, it's not an actual accounting error, it's canceled so we could talk about it more. Please. Yeah, that's please, thank you so much. But in this case, I actually bought these 3 sets and this set and this set. So these 5, along with another set, at my local Michael's, because they were doing a big sale. So it was like buy 3 sets of hanging beads for and get like a second set of hanging beads for free. So it was like buy 3 for 3. So it was like $90 worth of stuff for like, I think $40. And I had recently gotten a big check, so recently big check is not the right word for it. I got a buffer because I am basically a bookkeeper, and one of the things I found when I was bookkeeping recently was a fun little, interesting little bug, because I do it for my own job. And when I was looking at how I was getting paid, because I had been moved over to a salaried position at my little gift shop, my dad, who runs the gift shop, turns out when he moved me over to salary, he no longer he didn't pay he didn't pay me out any vacation pay, which meant that I had about 2 years of vacation pay that he owed me legally. So I decided to take the vacation pay, and got a nice little buffer and paid off a bunch of bills with it. In this case, then I also bought some beads, because I am a responsible. Sales are really good. Sales are always really good. I love it when I get a sale. It's a funky little earring right there. Yeah, just my pale skin, honestly. But yeah, like funky little earring. Yeah. Probably move the little craft light a little in. These little, granted, this is also a test piece, so we'll see. Hydrate? Okay, I'll hydrate. A little bit more? Great. To those who have not been on a stream before, you are going to hear what I like to call the squeak. That is my bottle. That's my water bottle. Makes a nice big squeaking sound. It also keeps my water cold. So, another squeak. It's very fun. It's very fun. Yeah. But yeah, no, sale-wise, it was really good. I got 6 sets of beads. I will not show one of them because little surprise. I may have made a set of custom earrings already that I will not show on stream because someone in stream, they are a gift to someone in particular who is watching me right now, and I do not want him to know what I made for him because I want to see the expression on his face when he sees them. Water squeak for the rat. Yeah, exactly. It's nice little thing. That is a very interesting username. Oh, it's a very interesting username to see get banned off stream. Actually, honestly, I might just try something here. Try a bigger set. So, I have a much bigger pile of... I have no idea where I got these ones from. My mom just carries, like... My mom, she's a crafts person as well, so I've gotten a lot of gifted items from her. And in this case, I tend to really like all of the cool little things I can kind of nab off of her, her stuff. Which is what I do a lot. Makes it a little more on the left side. Yeah. It makes more movement. Piece. Wait, a little medium size and a little more like in the left of big and straight arms are the best, yeah. I'm gonna put her, and I think it makes more movement, more dynamic piece. Yeah, that is true. That is true. It took a second for me to read that. Having a mixture of dyslexia and also just being dumb sometimes, it takes me a second to read anything that I get. Or in this case, even comprehend sometimes. So, never feel bad about how you spell stuff. Because, even if you're perfect at spelling things, I will annoy your rival. How goes the crafting? I can't explain myself in English. No, you're fine. It's one of those. I did understand it on some level. In this case of dynamics. Dynamic visuals are actually really important and really good. Also, hello, Benoy. Hey, look, it's the person I was referring to earlier in stream when I was talking about, hey, I plan to at some point sew a nice little plushie of a friend. Not a gift to a friend, of a friend. And look at there she is. Okay, just doing a little organization right now. Oh, doing quite well. Okay, mix. Oh. We were very much talking about you. A little bit of smell to it. What about me? This is a crime. We were mostly just chatting about the fact that I was like, yeah, I'm making a cute little thing for you. In this case, I had that nice little bunny thing criminal, so it is okay. You're not a criminal. You're not a criminal. You're just silly. You're being silly. Oh, nice little organization there. I have bigger ears, don't I? I do. These might be a little too big. So I might honestly try with the... Let's see, what can we get here? Spanish. I am from Spain. Oh, cool. Well, hello from Canada. Always nice to see people from around the world. I love hearing about people from around the world. It's always just a lovely time. Take one of these ones. Ah. That. Take this. We're gonna make sure that this is... Oh, someone else reposted my thing. Maybe. So I wonder if I can... Ooh, wait, I could do something very funny here. Do I have a small verbal? I wonder. Could I do suspension? Does that... Oh my word, that just kind of wedges in there. Huh. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. English is an awful language, honestly. It's a messy language. It's a very messy language. I am honestly shocked that I am able to speak it at all. Which is, yeah. Could be worse. I could be speaking the blood language I know, which is Finnish, which would be very, very fun. Okay, so let's see. Can I do a little? Ooh, I have an idea. A little gold wiring could work here. Yeah, but Spanish is a very common language, actually. It shows up in a lot of places. Let me then maybe about that length. I'm gonna try a little cool little thing. Whoa, 3 things streak. You're doing much better than I've seen before. You're doing good. Oh. So if I were to attempt a little thing here. Let's see. I'm gonna try some America. I don't know what it says in English. You speak Finnish, B? No, I can't. I wish I could. That would be fun. I do have some Finnish, like slang almost in me, which in this case would be something closer to, what is it? I know, I do say like kiitos every so often. I say that and then immediately go to accent. And in this case, I generally refer to my parents under the Finnish moniker of mom and dad, which in this case would be äiti and issi. Äiti being mother and issi being father. In this case, I've always referred to them as that, since that is what my brothers always referred to them as. Yeah. And it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat that I know some... There's some words I know, but like in this case, it's one of those things where it's like hard to exactly... My cord just got tangled there. It's hard exactly to remember exactly which ones other than Gitos, which is thank you, and which is I never pronounce that correctly. I never pronounce the Finnish no very well, which is which is like EH, I believe. Which is which is funny because I'm Canadian, so it's just like the Canadian like sort of that's pretty interesting, eh? You choose for language, but I was lazy now, and I only chose English. Yeah, I'm so sorry. English is a messy language, to be fair. I do not envy you trying to learn English, but honestly, English is such a common language these days because of the Western Hemisphere just really likes it. And, you know, it is the language commonly spoken via for air travel and air control, which is something I learned a while ago. I think it was, they said that English is the language of the sky. Sure. Spanish is common in Central and South American. Yep. Let's speed the last ones on the other side, actually. Every class have French, German, and English as options. Oh! I mean, some languages, once you know one language, you can know several others very easily. I remember there was a language that if you know Spanish, you can learn it very easily. I just don't remember which one it was. Oops. Come on, stay. Don't get... I just don't remember. It's just learn Spanish. Yeah, and so in the States, the two languages to learn are English and Spanish. In Canada, you would primarily be learning English and French, because English and, well, in this case, French is a very common language up here, but it is also, in my opinion, very annoying to learn because it is French. Specifically, not even a France French. It is, more importantly, it is a the French that is spoken by Québécois, which is very different. Very, very different. Oh, look at that. That's really pretty, actually. I see people from Mexico and places like that having trouble in Spanish. Yeah. Oh my word, this actually looks really nice. Like, look at that. So here, if I were to take one of these and I were to just loop it through so it gets a little easier to smash right now. No. Pinch. Take that. Fit through. Ay. Come on. Yeah. Very different. Very, very different. Yeah. It could be worse, though. It could be in that sort of zone of like how Germany does it, where I had a... What is it? My web design teacher, who... Swedish is very difficult. Swedish and Finnish are nightmarish languages to learn. That's one of the reasons why I haven't learned Finnish, to be specific, is because it is a extraordinarily difficult language to know. Once you get English, Swedish is a little easier. Really? I didn't know that. All I remember is that just Finnish and Swedish are kind of frustrating to learn. But yeah, in this case, the what's it called? I was trying to remember. I was trying to say. Watch a guy at night is from Mexico. And I see with people chat. Sometimes we understand everything. Same word, so it's funny. Yeah, no, 100%. That's what it was, Germany. I actually was... I had my web design teacher who... He is native German, and he knows German. So I was making a YouTube video that is currently up on my channel, if you ever want to see it. It is just... It's a fun little thing for a TTRPG I was running. And in this case... I needed a line from the stage play King Lear read out in a German voice. Well, specifically in German. And it turns out that when I did that and someone else who was native German listened to it, that one said, "I know exactly which town that's from, because I recognize that accent." And I was like, that is really specific that you know exactly which part of Germany that one's from. Just because of just the weird dialectic choices. Just gonna pinch that a little. Pinch that. Happens a lot. Same word, different meaning. Yeah. For a brief period, I actually was... my family was doing missionary work in Africa, and I ended up learning that in Swahili, you generally do not want to call someone a hat. I think it was, or something like that. It has been almost a decade. It's been actually well over a decade since I've been on that trip. And in this case, a hat means thief. Yeah. So, it's very funny. Though, in this case, pronunciation is different. Let's bend back, bend forward. Come on. You can do this. There. A nice... Very nice, actually. I have no idea what this is. But it looks cool. Looks very cool. You could easily bead this onto anything. In this case, I had just... And yeah. A very simple little design. Just beading these little things through every hole. It works out quite well. Some of them are not exactly perfect, but you know what? I like this. This works. As well. There's some spare wire here. I have to figure out what to do with this at some point, but this looks like a cool little trinket. Don't we love little trinkets? Odds and ends, that sort of thing. It's okay. Oh, no word. I wonder if I could do a smaller version on the end. I don't think it matches my nail that much. This is like nice purple and gold with it on a silver base. My nail is blue. Let me also zoom back out a little here, now that we're back at a bit of a wider area. So, we have a bigger version here that could theoretically work with, here, let's see. Do you fit? No. If it fit inside of that, that would probably work better, but sadly not. That happens. Actually, I'm going to zoom back in a little, so it's a little more visible. Actually, I might fit that. Interesting. It's not the right color, though. Because in this case, I wish I could... Let's see. Matches your nail, yeah. Yeah, Skyrim reference. I love making Skyrim jokes. I do not like Skyrim really as a game. I lie. But like, in this case, I have a lot of hours in Skyrim. And I'm frankly, too many hours. An amount of hours that I am kind of ashamed of. Because it is it's an addicting game with very little substance in it. But it's kind of a empty fast food kind of thing. So empty calories, that sort of thing. Be like that. Honestly, it's easier to grab this with my fingers. So let's see something here. Interesting. Tiny little beads on that. Very fun, very fun. I'm gonna take this little disaster of an earring and move that off to the side. Here. Put this earring into that little container there, and same. Too many hours, and have not finished the game. Oh, in my case, it's just like I had too many hours into the game, and I was just sitting there. I'm like, this game. Like once I've done all the quests, it's just like, okay. You can't really finish Skyrim. It's not really the kind of game that you can just finish. Does that pop out? No, that does not pop out. Why do I have a single O? Just O. Wait, hold on, I have to... Oh. I forgot that my stream is backwards. Because I have to... It's mainly just because of the angling and all that. It looks weird the other direction. So... Oh. It's back over there. Back over. Should I make another one of these? We could call a short break. We could call a 3-minute break. I could quickly go and grab myself a little drink. And also refill my water. And, y'all can get yourself some stretches in. I feel like that might be a good idea. I'm gonna get myself a little cream soda. Because I bought a cream soda yesterday, and I have it in the fridge. I could probably go eat it. Or drink it, I mean. Not eat it. And go eat the cream soda, the entire can, just crunch on it. Let me just play right there. So I could probably... Short break? A couple minutes. A couple minutes. Short. Very nice little short break. In this case, I'm gonna just zoom in. A nice aesthetic shot. Fun agreement. Okay. Here. I'm gonna take a short break. I'm just going to hit 3-minute ad, and I'm gonna just put a little BRB on an ad break. Eat the cream soda. Yeah, exactly. I'll eat cream soda. Alright, I'll be back. Ba-ba-ba. Hello, I'm back. Alright. Turned off the ads again for an hour. And I got my little thing. Oh, so I should probably turn the ad break off. Where? There we go. So, I went, got myself a little cream soda. Here. Warning, sound of popping can open. There we go. Oh, it's pink. I have a little cup here. I could probably just... Here, just gonna fill it in. There we go. Nice pink. I am back. Head pats. Thank you for the head pats. I am appreciative of head pats, and I am getting... Okay, I'm getting more head pats. Thank you. I need to get the animation stuff working. Oh, this is very red under the light, actually. Wow. Nice. Cheers. Also, to show off a little thing I'm proud of, just to show off the kind of stuff I want to paint and make during these kinds of streams. That would be this lad. This is one of the models I'm like pretty proud of right now. He's not the highest quality model ever, but honestly, I like him. I'm pretty happy with the little glow effect, but the tiny amounts of glow effect I got on the end there, it's not super great, but it was my first time trying that. The thing I am actually very proud of in terms of craft design and all that is the variation options, because you need to be able to, remove items off of him. In this case, you're able to fit a small magnet inside of him. See the little shiny bit there, and you can like swap it out. The other piece is off to the side. If you like him, then that's all that matters. It's true, very true. But in this case, the biggest issue I had was the gun changement, because as you see, this little like arm is part of the gun model, and it like clips in there very heavily on both sides, and there's this big wire here that like this little wire like here that like connects in. And I was like, how do I do this? Because like there's this big piston as well that connects to the arm. So you fix it by taking the entire leg off. So in this case, there is this perfect little spot here where you could fit a small magnet, and I was able to put a strong magnet in there, because if you want to change the gun out, you have to take it off, and it's being held in by the leg. So what you do, you split the arm in half, and you put some magnets in there. So you just connect it all like that, because see, there's like a little like slot there for this bit here. In this case, when you want to be able to connect it, you have to take the entire leg off, then you connect the arm to the leg, and then you just click back in. There you go. A little bit of a, I don't know if it's super how visible it is, but there's this tiny little like connection point right there for the blue wire. As they take off that bit, yeah, you see these two wires here have to then get realigned when you put it back in. Honestly, I am so proud of this model, and he is probably the worst model I've ever played. Paint-wise, amazing. Game-wise, awful. This gun here is unstable, which means that when you want to, say, roll an attack, it does a lot of damage. But here's the thing, if I roll, every time I do a shot, if I roll a 1 on a die, he takes half his health. Like, half his health is gone suddenly, because he blew up partially. This man, this orc, this boy, has died more times to his own gun killing him than he has ever taken he has taken more damage from his gun, I think, in equal parts to that, and, like, normal damage in-game. He just blows himself up, usually, because he's usually sitting in the back. He's amazing. I absolutely adore him. I will never stop using him because it's very funny. I just hope I can use him more. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. What else can we make? So, I have a friend named Lizzie who I do want to make something for. And I need to figure out how would I make something for her, or what would I make for her. Because in this case, earrings, obviously I can't. I could make something akin to a necklace, which is a little hard. Though, I do have some things. I have a very soft sort of piece there, and another soft. I have like these two soft chains. These are very, very soft. Very soft, very fine chains, like very long too. Very finicky. But they work. Like, as you see, very soft, very thin. Might work for her, I don't know. Could even work as a bracelet. Actually, I probably wouldn't recommend this as a bracelet. Oh, neat. But in this case, I think it's one of those like things of, because like I know I can't make her earrings. She doesn't have pierced ears from what I've been told. So if I make, say, a very soft necklace, that might work too. Now, really leads to a question of, what do I make? Because, granted, some of these beads were actually gotten because, yeah, I was told ahead of time. I was like, oh, do you think that she would like any of these beads? And I was told yes. That, and also these nice little orbs here. So we have these very nice little like purple and like black beads, and it's really a good question on like which one works better. Minimize that. Oh. Neat. Turn that off. There we go. So we have that soft necklace. We also have this very soft chain as well. This one's actually even thinner. It's a very, very intricate chain. And it also gets tangled easily. Which ain't fun. There. So, oh, this one's also way looser. Like, it has like a bendable clasp on the end, which can be very easily manipulated. So this one might be the better one. So, in this case, what could I make on the end of this? So I could probably just get some like like a little chain link or something. Not chain link, but like a little ring here. And then on the end of the necklace, it can be very much just a like a tiny little pendant. Honestly, even this is a neat little pendant, but like this pendant does not really work. It's like, while this is a nice pendant, this is not her style. It's a little, you know, it's coarse and rough and gets everywhere. It's a bad joke. Yeah. Also, I think I can fill up the rest of the cup here. Actually, I cannot have I do not want to have the can on camera. I do not want people knowing where I got this drink, or what drink this is, other than the fact that it's cream soda. Okay, so, really is a good question of what to grab. So you see my hair just like appearing. I should have really tied it up. So, put a little one there. This wire might be a bit too thick. Then, yeah. Oh, we are actually almost close to 2 hours. Neat. Well, that means we are actually very close to the end of our time today. But I'll be here for at least a little bit longer, just so that I can, you know, I need to finish my drink, obviously. But it's a good question on what to bead. I could go for a set of eyes. I could go for something like an eye shape kind of feel. So that, and do more, and then this. Not really. I could make a little heart. That'd be funny. She's not one for accessories, from what I understand, but that's something that I feel like Wrath would know more than I would. So, it's really a good question on how do we build this correctly. This is the fun part. This is the fun part of crafts and stuff like that, is that you have to just sit there and be like, what to do? There's a lot of little fun ideas. A lot of fun little ideas and little trinkets and such. I'll put some of these away. I wish I could probably, like, I wish I could do something more elaborate. Like, obviously, that's something that would be wished for. But hard to do something elaborate because, you know, elaborate stuff is very... Well, elaborate... I don't think elaborate's the right word for it. I would be looking for something closer to a, like... In this case, to a... what was the word? like an actual design, like an actual visual design. So more importantly, a beaded. In this case, I've been told that she really likes what was it, snakes and spiders, which is cool. I mean, I don't know if I can make a snake. I could probably make a snake. Actually, could I make a snake? I make. She wears them sometimes while going out, but doesn't go out much. Yeah, no, that's fair. I wonder if I can make a little snake as like a little charm. I have a lot of wire here. I could probably get more like silver wire, which would probably be better. So if I made like a little charm that was like a little snake, that would probably work best. Give it like these nice big purple eyes. And then in this case, use these sort of metal beads here. Oh, not these ones. I could use these bigger ones to sort of be a body. It's gonna pile. So if I were to sort of make like, in this case, sort of just go for like a long trail of beads. And in this case, at the very end, make like a little face. That would be cute. That would be adorable, I feel like. Would you like it? I don't hold up a lot of hope. It would be pretty to have purple eyes, yeah. The question would be how to make a proper face. Sort of could do that. Put one of these in between, just so that they have a little bit of space. Get in there. In this case, I could go with that, and then actually, I have a really dumb idea. Let's make a tongue. Make a tiny little tongue first. I'll make it out of this. So let me 1, 2. Get out of these nice little beads here. Honestly, it's free. I don't think she cannot like it. I don't know. To be completely honest, I don't know, like, oh, excuse me. I don't know her, like her full opinion of me. I know that she's just kind of like she's friendly, but like, she's very friendly and very flirty. But the real question of actually, like, being like, oh, no, like, you're an actual friend, I like, actually appreciate you kind of character, like, that's something I actually truly don't know. Do that. Make a little tongue. Make a little tongue out of beads. Then, if I were to take that, I could probably make that a little bit more. I could probably make that a little longer. So you beat that there like that. To be completely fair, I think when I messaged her and said, hey, I want to make you something for when I come visit, she actually, from what I read, like, the way that she typed out her response, legitimately read out as, like, legit confusion. Like, I think she was just confused. Like, she was just like, why? Like, why would you do that? And not in, like, a, like, oh, that's very nice of you kind of thing. It was more of a, like, no? Is a baseline appreciation for you. That's... I mean, I know she thinks I'm cute. Like, that's not hard to know. Especially from when I say she's very flirty. Here, I'm gonna just take that off right there. So, excited to meet you. Oh, that's nice to know. Let me just twist. Wait, twist. Let me twist that a little harder. Use that as like a little tongue, like sticking out. That's sweet. Yeah, if we use this little tongue sticking out of like some beady eyes or something like that, that'd be funny. We'll keep that to the side. I think I could probably make this the marker for the next week. I think that's what I could do actually. A good little start, because again, I do have a bit of a limit of 2 hours on my streams because this is more of a scheduling thing. And you know, it's Saturday. I don't want to hold people for too long. But, nice little start at least. I have an idea. I am going to make a small little snake sticking its tongue out. Because I think that's funny. I'm going to make the body out of these beads here. I'm going to make the eyes out of these purple ones here. That is generally what the plan will be. In this case, the ideal will be to basically use this wire here to bead a sort of like... In this case, I might bead like a triple helix. In this case, if I were to... Just to show off what I'm like referring to. So if I were to do that, take these out. Also just to say, like, I am actually very excited to see her. She is a absolutely lovely person who I have actually technically have met several times over the past like several years. Actually, I've met her so many times. And in this case, it's one of those things where it's like you kind of know the person. In this case, actually, not like that. So, in this case, I wonder if I can... So, actually, I might just do double helix. So, like that. Then we just twist. Something like a body shape a bit closer to like this. It's a bit hard to visualize properly at this small of a scale. I could probably add a couple more to actually get this properly visualed. Also, let's get that all snaked out. I think I might just do double helix then. Might work out better. Because like, honestly, if she doesn't go out much and she doesn't wear stuff much, it's just like she doesn't wear stuff much. But like if she actually doesn't like, you know, wear jewelry all that often, then making jewelry for her is not really going to be the most viable option. Especially earrings, especially, are way easier to make for someone. Tighten. Bead. So then we twist. And we make sure that you are tighten as well. Then what we do is we then tight. This might be a little harder than I thought. Yeah, stop falling, please. Come on. Stay in. Yeah, okay. Keep pulling it really close to my face because I have to like look very tightly at this. Then if I were to... So something like... You get the like sort of vague idea of just kind of like going for that sort of like twisting nature. Where it's just like the wires are like that. I'll have to figure out a method to like actually do this a bit more seamlessly, I guess. So... Yeah. Then we're just going to put these all back. And then we'll figure that out in a little... Oop. Pull out there. So, either way, that was a craft corner. Honestly, you were all deeply appreciated. I enjoy having people over to come watch me do these random little things. Ooh, those are really creased. E-face, cute. What? What? My face was invisible. Was it? I hope it wasn't. But... what? What? Anyway. Here, I'm gonna put this... That already has an earring in it. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're just gonna put that in there for now. And then we're just gonna place this into the box. And then we're gonna do a little cleanup. So here's that, this. You know what? Time for end stream cleanup, which is something I'm probably, honestly might as well just do that. Like the little relaxation of cleaning up afterwards, after, some nice job done. I'll put this with the other earring. Yeah, thank you so much for coming. It's been an absolute delight having everyone here. Let's see there. I don't think this will fit, but yeah, might as well try. Nice to see some folks from Spain show up. That was pretty cool. There, get that in there. Get these two here. That's all that. Don't close. All right. Take these. We're gonna pop that closed. That over there. So, thank you all for coming. I have been B. I am a little rat. Honestly, I deeply appreciate everyone who shows up and to those who would support or so. Just that. So, thank you so much. I'm just gonna have this as my little exit image. So yeah. Thank you so much. And I think that's enough of that for me today. Have a good one.